Welcome to Eduquestzone. Let's begin the MCQs quiz. Question 181. For a reciprocal two-port network, which condition holds true? Option B, Z12 equals Z21. A reciprocal network satisfies Z12 equals Z21 or Y12 equals Y21. Question 182. In the synchronous generator, the generated EMF is directly proportional to Option C, phi n. Generated EMF is directly proportional to flux per pole and speed. Question 183. Economic load dispatch aims to minimize Option B, total fuel cost. Economic load dispatch minimizes total fuel or generation cost. Question 184. The EduQuest plot helps determine Option B, frequency response stability. EduQuest plot is used to determine system stability based on encirclements of -10 point. Question 185. The Z transform of a discrete time unit impulse delta of n is Option A, 1. Z transform of delta of n equals 1. Question 186. In AT network, the open circuit impedance parameters can be determined by Option B, open circuit test. By open circuiting one port and applying voltage at the other to determine Z parameters. Question 187. The power factor of a synchronous motor can be controlled by Option C, excitation current. Varying field excitation controls the power factor of a synchronous motor. Question 188. Incremental fuel cost in economic dispatch is expressed as Option A, delta C by delta P. Incremental cost equals derivative of cost function with respect to generated power. Question 189. The EduQuest criterion is based on which principle? Option A, argument principle. It is based on Cauchy's argument principle of complex variable theory. Question 190. The Z transform of a discrete exponential sequence A to the power nu of n is Option A, 1 divided by 1 minus a Z inverse. Z transform of a power nu of n equals 1 divided by 1 minus a Z inverse. Question 191. In a series RLC circuit at resonance, the current is Option A, maximum. At resonance, impedance is minimum, current is maximum. Question 192. In a DC generator, armature reaction causes Option A, distortion and weakening of main flux. Armature reaction distorts and weakens the main field flux. Question 193. The steady-state power flow between two buses depends mainly on Option A, power angle between voltages. Power flow depends on the power angle delta between buses. Question 194. The magnitude plot of a second-order system in board diagram has a slope of -40 decibels per decade after cutoff frequency. The system is Option A, second-order low-pass system. Second-order system has -40 decibels per decade slope after cutoff. Question 195. The convolution of a signal x of t with delta of t-5 results in Option A, x of t-5. Convolution with delta of t minus 5 shift signal by 5 seconds. Question 196. At resonance in a parallel RLC circuit, the current is. Option A minimum. At resonance, impedance maximum, current minimum. Question 197. In a DC shunt generator, the terminal voltage decreases with load because of. Option A armature reaction and IR drop. Voltage decreases due to armature reaction and IR drop. Question 198. The power flow in a transmission line mainly depends on. Option A phase angle between voltages. Power flow depends on voltage angle difference delta. Question 199. The gain margin of a system is obtained from the Bode plot at the phase crossover frequency where. Option A phase equals minus 180 degrees. Gain margin measured at phase equals minus 180 degrees. Question 200. The convolution integral of x of t with delta of t minus 3 gives. Option A x of t minus 3. Convolution with delta of t minus 3 shift signal by 3 seconds. Question 201. In a parallel resonance circuit, the resonant frequency is given by. Option A 1 divided by 2 pi square root LC. Resonant frequency equals 1 by 2 pi square root LC. Question 202. In a DC compound generator, if series field aids shunt field, it is called. Option A cumulatively compounded. If series field aids shunt field, it is cumulatively compounded. Question 203. In a transmission line, reactive power flow is primarily controlled by. Option A voltage magnitude difference. Reactive power controlled by voltage magnitude difference. Question 204. The bandwidth of a second-order system can be determined from the Bode magnitude plot between. Option A minus 3 decibel points. Bandwidth equals frequency range between minus 3 decibels points. Question 205. The convolution property of Fourier transform states that convolution in time corresponds to. Option A multiplication in frequency domain. Convolution in time equals multiplication in frequency domain. Question 206. The quality factor of a series RLC circuit is given by. Option A 1 by R square root L by C. Quality factor equals 1 by R times square root L by C. Question 207. In a DC machine, the function of the commutator is. Option A convert AC to DC. Commutator converts alternating EMF to direct EMF. Question 208. The per unit impedance of a transformer remains. Option A same on both sides. Per unit impedance same on primary and secondary side. Question 209. The slope of the Bode magnitude plot at low frequencies for a differentiator is. Option A plus 20 decibels per decade. Differentiator slope is plus 20 decibels per decade. Question 210. The autocorrelation function of a signal is always. Option A even function. Autocorrelation always even and maximum at zero lag. Thank you for watching. Visit eduquestzone.com for more quizzes.